Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Testing, hello, testing, test. All right, so all looks good there. Now let's see here if we can get this to work like we need it to. All right, testing. We all there? Alrighty, here we go. Mike Zager out there. We have warm-ups underway. As you see there, we'll get with the best times here. Take a look here at what qualifying prevailed. We look there, we see Trevor Roberto getting the pole with Brian Scott second, Justin Welsh there third, Chase Hill fourth, Matt Mars there fifth, Mike Zager there sixth, Robert Milbath in seventh. How many yards do we got here tonight? 17 drivers. What a turnout here for the GT3s from Regal Wrapz and Designs here tonight. Brought to you by FMA Freedom Motorsport Alliance. Hey, watch him come down there. There's Justin Welsh in the number 67. Hey, watch them all come out there. There you see that. Working on out there. Everybody out trying to get everything situated the best they can. Working on down through, off, there you go. Mike Zager out there in front right now, being the first off pit road most likely. The cost for that, as you see them work down through, we're going to see if we can pull up a map here for Red Bull Ring. There we go. Red Bull Ring. All right, here we are. The Red Bull Ring underway here tonight. Now we got corner number one. We'll get our map up here so we all know where they're all at. There in the corner of your screen is your map. There you watch Jody Nielsen there And while Justin Welsh now in the 67, and he comes there through corner number 1. Tight 90-degree bend there, coming up there through 2. And then 3 is a hairpin. Well, not quite a hairpin, but it is close enough. Now, hard right-hand turn. To Kersley there in a second. Now, watching Justin Welsh out there, fastest one on track right now with a 131, 3 through 6. Zachary with a 131, 363. Brasington with a 131, 730. And if you were just watching the Roughneck Racing race, we got the whole race in, saw the winner, but unfortunately we could not do driver interviews as the rim decided to freeze up. But we're back here. We got it all fired back up. Got it unlocked again and back running. For how long, I don't know. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get through this 45-minute race. Now, watch him come down out of that corner here. You're watching Jody Nielsen there in corner number 56 as he comes out of corner number 10. Back around here to the front stretch where that stripe is. Heading across stripe in the corner number 1. All right, grid is here. Here's your starting grid tonight. Travis Roberto out there in front. Brian Scott there second. Justin Welsh there third. With Chase Hill there fourth. Matt Mars in fifth. Mike Zacher there in sixth. Robert Milrath in seventh. Dan Browning in eighth. Zachary Kersley there in ninth. Jamie McArthur in 10th. Jed Cotterman there in 11th. Steven Zader there in 12th. In 13th, that's going to be Jody Nielsen with Ryan Peters there 14th. Josh Duncan 15th. Jay Davis 16th. Ed Boyles there in 17th. That is your starting grid here tonight. And we're going up here. 43 minutes. Well, here's your time left. And we're going out here. Here it's corner number 1. I believe. Yep. Well, no, I'm sorry. That's corner number 3. I got to take a lap around here first before they get out there. Block 10 Motorsports driver Travis Roberto. And I don't have any way of putting this up here tonight, but we do have a race sponsor for tonight, and that is Justin Welsh. Justin Welsh starting third here tonight. He is our race sponsor. We want to give a great shout out to him. Oh, come on now. There it is. Justin Welsh, our sponsor here tonight for Red Bull Ring. All right, let's see if that cooperates any. Matt Mars back there in fifth. Mellow Yellow Machine. What a great mix of cars here tonight. for the GT3 race. And we'll have to come down there off of turn 9 down here in the tune. All right, green flags in the air. They're down and away. In the corner number 1 they go. Roberto out there in front. Justin Welsh there on the inside. They come down here. A lot of watch here as they're 3 wide and stuff. Gonna make it through here. They do. What about turn number 3, though? That's gonna be the question. Now we see Zach Tinkersley back here in 11. Robert Bilbrat there in 10th. Dan Brasington. And roll down here in the 3. Got a SpongeBob painted machine back here. That is the Corvette. No, I'm sorry. No, that's not a Corvette. That is possibly the McLaren. That's a McLaren, sorry. Driven by Josh Duncan, if I'm looking. No, I'm sorry, no. Trying to figure out who that. Okay, that is the 5, Ryan Peters. That's driving that SpongeBob machine. Jody Nielsen there in the 56 machine. Jay Davis there in the 317 for Nameless Racing. Brian Scott 3rd. Chase Silla there for it. Mike Zager back here in 5th. Hey, watch them all storm down here around the speedway. Jet Carterman off track. Jet Carterman. Ed Boyle's out of the race. Not sure if he gridded up or not. MacArthur and Zader both with slowdowns along with Carterman. Hey, watch him roll down here out of the corner number 1 down through to 2. And got Chase Hill out there in a 4th. Rolling down here into corner number 4 down at Roch. Before coming down through the powerhouse. So we're here at turn number 4. Down into 5. And then coming around the powerhouse of 6. Watch them coming there off. That's looking at the powerhouse corners. I work down there through off the corners. Now down here in the corner number 9. Up there at the top side, Travis Roberto leading the race. Justin Wells there in 2nd. Brian Scott there in 3rd. Chase Hill 4th. Mike Zacher 5th. Working on down off of the corner. Down here out of the straightaway in the corner number 1 again. After tonight, there are only 2 races left. Well, see what's going on, Crony, is my PC is having fits. So they're not fixed. It's just, it freezes up, locks up. I have to find a way to shut it down. When it boots up, then I got to play with the RAM sticks. Once, after a while, the RAM sticks will decide, okay, we're going to play for a while. How long they're going to play, I don't know. I know they need replacements. That caught me all kind of. Like I said, if you were one of the ones watching Roughneck, I'm completely sorry about the ending of that stream. That is not how that was supposed to happen. As everything just locked up, froze up, stream even shut. I don't know. It's driving me up the wall. I know what it is. It's just, yeah. coming up with the funding to get the ram sticks is the biggest issue. Now you want to come down there, out of corner, number 9, down through 10. So I wouldn't say they magically fix themselves, they throw fits. And I need to get them to quit having fits. Down through off of turn number 1. And down through 2 in the corner number 3. Looking there, Chase Zilla. And he runs there through corner number 3. Hey, behind him. The driver there behind him. Now you see Mike Zacher. In at number 46, up a position. Down there off the corner in to 6 and 7 down through the powerhouse. Now up here through 8 and heading into 9. 39 minutes left here with the FMA Regal Wrapz and Design GT3 Road Series. Working down here off the corners into the next one they go. Minutes, 38 and a half minutes there. They come down here and complete another lap. Thank you all for tuning in here to Fling Farm TV. And if you've noticed, we still don't have everything up and running the way we used to, as we are still missing logos. They're on our stream. So not 100% of where we're supposed to be at. Travis Roberto out front, Justin Welch second, Brad Scott third. Looking back here at Jay Davis. And he's trying to gain on that number 45 of Robert Bilbrath. Davis is driving for Nameless Racing. Got Ryan Peters there in that SpongeBob machine. He's working his way up through, if he can, up for a spot so far. Matt Maher is up here in 6th. He's down a spot from where he started. Going to try to make that up somehow. We'll get you the gap here. Working down there in the corner number 3 now. Hey, Mike Zager. Matt Mars. Mars trying to get underneath the 46 of Mike Zacher. There's Trevor Roberto out front. Justin Welch, our sponsor tonight. They're in 2nd. Brian Scott there 3rd. Chase Zilla there for it, but Mike Zacher 5th. Matt Mars hanging in 6th right now. And roll down through here, coming here to 36 minutes to go. I honestly, Crony, I don't know what you mean by perfectly timed. None of my computer issues are ever timed. Coming down here out of corner number 1, up through 2, into corner number 3. Goes the 028 of Trevor Roberto. Everybody's single file out here. Down here through as the 07 there, Josh Duncan. He's still a little far back here. All right, Peters, they're in 15th. Fell back a few spots. As you see there, Jed Carterman, they're in the Mustang right there in front of them. Jody Nielsen, they're in 13th. Davis here in 12th. Robert Milbrath, he's falling back from where he started. He's down 4 spots. He's there in 11th. Dan Brasington there in 10th. Zader here in 9th right now. Zachary Conkersley there in 8th. And Justin Welch there in 2nd. Brian Scott there 3rd. Chase Zilla there 4th. Down into the next corner they go as they bring it on out there through 10. Off in the corner number 1. You're watching there Justin Welsh. Jed Carterman back here in 14th. Driving that red Mustang. They got Trevor Roberto up front in a Mustang leading the race. And bring it on out here. There you see Carterman getting that position around Jody Nielsen. Dan Brasington has been off track and marked as crashed. There we see Dan Brasington coming into the corner. We'll see what happened to him. And just loops it around. Josh Duncan also had an issue. And he gets up here on the curb, trying to bring it into the corner. Hits that bottom curb, and that upset the car and up to spinning around. We see Dan Brasington trying to work his way up back up here towards the grid. There in car number 29, sit 15. And watch him come down here, out of 1, down into corner number 2. Everybody's single file. Don't really see anybody trying to pass too much. Here goes a pass with the 46 of Mike Zacher. Get past. Matt Mars there in 6. Chase Zilla has found himself up there in the 3rd now. We got Brian Scott there in a 4th. Jamie McArthur in 7th. Currently looking there at Mike Zacher. And you see the 85, Brian Scott, gaining there on Chase Zilla. Taking about, if we look here, about 1:30 per lap. There you see the name list. Jamie McArthur back here. Mid-pack. Jamie McArthur passes Zachary Tinkersley. For that position, Peters has a slowdown. Gets cleared away. Now you're watching Brian Scott, now Mike Zacher. Right there in front of Matt Mars. 30 minutes to go. And bring it on out here. Down here across the strike. Travis Berto's still your leader. Here you're looking at 4th and 5th. 3rd, 4th, 5th. And back there in 6th is Matt Mars.